The best way to farm XP in Destiny 2 is by grinding bounties, but it's a little more complicated than that. Let me explain. I'm Marshix, and in less than a week, I've managed to reach level 100 in Lightfall, and here's how. Like the video. There are two major ways to earn XP, and a few additional ways to earn XP passively. More on that in a minute. The first main way is through seasonal challenges. You unlock up to 10 of these challenges per week, and they each provide a substantial amount of XP. Under rewards, they each say Challenger XP, or XP+, XP++, or XP+++. This is how much XP you get for each of these, going up to 100,000 XP for certain challenges. That's a lot. Most of these challenges are really simple, like Awakened Queensguard, which wants you to finish the weekly story, which you probably are doing anyway, or Deadly Horizons, which wants you to get kills with certain weapons. And because they're so simple, you can get almost all of them done really fast and completely solo. These are what you want to focus on most for large chunks of XP, but once you complete them one time, they're gone. So we need a fast, efficient, and most importantly, farmable source of XP. That's where bounties come in. There are a ton of different bounties, so let's break down how much each type gives, which ones are worth picking up, and where to go to complete as many as possible in a short amount of time. There are three types of bounties. Weekly bounties, which give 12,000 XP, daily bounties that give 6,000 XP, and repeatable bounties that only give 4,000 XP, but there's no limit to the amount you can grab. Since all bounties fall into one of these three categories, we need to figure out which ones are the fastest and easiest to complete. And to save you some time, here's what I decided was the fastest. Start by grabbing all daily and repeatable bounties from the gunsmith. These can be done anywhere in the game, and they just require you to get kills with certain weapon types. Be sure to keep a variety of weapons on you, and you'll probably get most of these done without even trying. Next, grab the 4 daily bounties from the war table and the helm. Most of these can be done in any activity, so just like the gunsmith, you can do this in the background while you do other activities. Next, head over to the Cosmodrome. Here, Shahan has a bunch of extremely simple bounties that overlap with the gunsmith and war table bounties. For instance, a gunsmith bounty may need auto rifle kills, and a Cosmodrome bounty may need solar kills. You can quickly knock them both out by using a solar auto rifle. There are a lot like this, but your main focus should be on the weekly bounties, getting 25 kills with each element, and completing 2 heroic public events. These should only take about 5 to 10 minutes, and odds are you'll get all your daily bounties done at the same time. After that, head over to the moon. Grab all the Eras bounties and the Nightmare Sojourner bounty from the Cryptolith. Also, grab any bounties here that need lost sectors. Check which weapons you need to use, then complete them in these 3 lost sectors. Go all the way through and collect the chest to finish the weekly bounty. If you didn't manage to finish the Cryptolith bounty, go do the Widow's Walk lost sector to finish it off. Also, it should be obvious, but if you decide to play any activity other than this, grab the bounties for that activity. This goes for Strikes, Crucible, that game mode Bungie forgot about, and anything else in the game. After that is where the real farm begins. You'll need to load up the Last Wish raid in the Dreaming City. Follow the path up until you get to the first boss room. Then turn around and jump over the water and up the small platforms until you eventually make it to the Wish Wall. Here, you can shoot the symbols to input this code. Feel free to pause or take a screenshot. Once you enter the code, you'll be teleported to the Shuro-Chi encounter. Walk towards the door to start the encounter, then wipe to ensure you get the checkpoint. You can now leave and come back whenever you want to, and you won't have to put in the code each time. The reason we're doing this is because there's a ton of Thrall here, which we can use to quickly complete gunsmith bounties. Up to 100 enemies can spawn per run, so you can finish all your bounties in less than 1 run. Turn them in and get some more repeatables. You can go to the tower, but it's much faster if you use the Destiny companion app on your phone to grab bounties from orbit. Then load back in, get a few kills, and repeat. Each bounty gives 4,000 XP, and you can get up to 5 bounties per run, which means each run should give you at minimum 20,000 XP every 2 minutes or less. But there's a couple ways to increase that number by a lot. But if you are enjoying this video, be sure to leave a like down below. The first way is with ghost mods. There are a few ghost mods that increase all your XP gains, but the best mod is Blinding Light. This increases all XP by 12%. It's passive XP, so you should always have this on, especially when you're turning in seasonal challenges and bounties. Another passive way to increase XP is through the Season Pass. If you buy the Season Pass, you get a 20% increase to all XP gains. and you get an additional 2% at rank 7, 16, 36, 46, 66, and 76, adding up to an additional 32%. Pay to win, yay! You can also get Fireteam XP boosts that increase your teammates' XP by up to 8%. These are at rank 5, 26, 56, and 86. If you happen to have a friend who is high in the season pass, join them, go to any destination, and pop all your bounties and challenges. 8% might not sound like a lot, but think about your hair. Now imagine you lose 8% of your hair. My point proven. So let's factor in these buffs to the gunsmith bounties in Last Wish. Each run gives 20,000 XP base, plus 12% from the ghost mod, and 32% from the season pass, which means each run gives up to 29,000 if you're playing solo, or 30,000 per run if you join a friend to pop bounties. Each run takes just under 2 minutes with Xbox load times, which means you can do about 30 runs in an hour and get close to 1 million XP per hour. Even more when you factor in the daily and weekly bounties that I mentioned earlier. There is a small downside to this farm though, due to the glimmer costs. Each bounty costs 3,000 glimmer, so you'll need to restock on glimmer after a while. You can buy glimmer from the Cryptarch for various materials, or if you want to grind for it, do public events on the EDZ. There's always at least one public event here, and heroic events were changed recently to give a lot more glimmer. Equip a glimmer ghost mod and you can get around 20,000 glimmer per event. So to summarize, the best way to farm XP is with bounties. Complete all the gunsmith, war table, and cosmodrome bounties while you do 2 public events. Grab moon bounties and finish them in the 3 lost sectors, then repeat that on your other characters, or farm gunsmith bounties in Last Wish. Now that you have a ton of XP to unlock all the artifact mods, check out this video for a build that gives you infinite invis, devour, volatile rounds, and a massive damage buff. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Marshix, and I'll see you next time.